Well, before we get started with our next interview, we wanted to show you all that we have on our crazy socks right
Wiggle
now.
your toes.
We're wiggling our toes and showing you all these awesome things that we have going on and just supporting with wearing our blue and our yellow today. But I am joined with a very special person. I'm going to let her introduce herself and all the great things that she does in Indiana.
Yeah, I'm Rachel Swinford. I'm a professor in the Department of Kinesiology in the School of Health and Human Sciences at IUPUI. Back in 2011, I founded Live, Laugh, Dance, which is a dance program specifically designed for adolescents and adults with Down syndrome. And then in 2015, I joined the board of Down Syndrome Indiana.
Well, awesome. We're so happy to have you here on World Down Syndrome Day. It's such an honor for you to be in our presence. But on top of all that amazing stuff that she just talked about, she actually recently did a study. And so I wanted to kind of talk about that because I think there's a lot that we can learn from what you conducted. So what prompted you to do this study?
Yeah, so by serving on the board of Down Syndrome Indiana, I found that they were trying to do a needs assessment of adults with Down syndrome to find out what they're currently doing and then what the needs of the adults with Down syndrome here in Indiana. So what prompted the study was kind of meeting with some colleagues in my school at IUPUI, and we went on to collaborate with Dr. Mary Chigarelli, and she allowed us to have de-identified social intake forms. We had 151 forms total. Ages ranged from 18 all the way up to 69. So we looked at 159 intake forms.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what did you find in this study?
So we're still in the data analysis phase, but preliminary findings, kind of looking at future goals, 68% of participants wish to continue living with family as they age. The rest would like to live in a group home or independently. We found that only 23% reported that they were employed, so the employment rate is around 23%. We found that less than 50% participated in any kind of physical activity. Most of the hobbies were independent, sedentary activities such as reading and drawing. We also found that around 25% of the people reported no friendship, and then the friends that were reported in the 75%, most were family. So looking at the biggest future need that came out of it was participants wanting more community engagement opportunities.
So I just hearing that data, there was a lot that surprised me. So what surprised you the most about your findings?
Yeah, I think what surprised me most was the friendships. And there was a further question asked, which was to identify a best friend, and only 10 out of the 150 intake forms had a best friend listed.
And that's, you know, when I first heard that earlier, I wish I could redo my reaction, but I was shocked, you know, because I think that we take that for granted in our normal lives. We can maybe name not one, but like a plethora of people that are in our inner circle or our best friends. And so it's unfortunate that everyone can't do the same. So what can we do as a community, or what can Down Syndrome Indiana do to kind of, I guess, learn from these findings and take action?
Yeah, so I think kind of learning from the findings to really truly look at what the needs are. One of our follow-up steps is to do small focus groups with adults with Down syndrome and their immediate caregivers to further ask questions to really delve into those needs. But really looking at how we can be innovative with community engagement. For example, there's a company out of Bloomington called Exceptional Getaways. They provide 3-on-1 or 1-on-1 travel, and they do small trips such as this week. They came up and brought a group to the WWE wrestling. A couple weeks ago they were down in Disney. So things like that where you can get involved in the community here, but then also, you know, other things as well.
That's awesome. So you said some of the next steps. Are there any other next steps that you have?
So next steps, we're going to finish analyzing the data. We're going to do those follow-up focus groups either this summer or next fall, and then we'll hopefully have a report to Down Syndrome Indiana, and then be able to publish in a academic journal as well to hopefully have something similar be created in other cities around the U.S.
Awesome, awesome. Anything else that you'd want to share with us, or a call to action, I guess, from your findings?
So I think call to action is just get involved, you know, advocate, get involved, and join us tonight for the flash mob.
Yes, so thank you so much for that perfect segue. So tonight we will be at the Central Library. I know it's different from last year, but bigger location. It's going to be so much more fun. we will be there for our annual flash mob, and it was choreographed by this lovely lady right here. So you'll have to come out. We'll be there. We'll have so much fun, and we'll do some awesome random acts of kindness. So thank you all so much. Make sure you guys are using your hashtags with your crazy sock pictures if you want that Kelly Clarkson tickets. Hashtag DSI Day of Giving and hashtag DSI WDSD, Down Syndrome Indiana, World Down Syndrome Day. So thank you all so much. Make sure you all donate. We're trying to raise $5,000 today, and we know that we can do it with all of your guys' support. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you guys in an hour.